Good morning. My name is Matthew Hardee, and it is my delighted honor to stand before you today, making a plea to the wonderful residents of this city. I live off of 13th Avenue South, and I'm a lifelong resident of this city. My family has been here for over 5 generations, and the city I grew up in has now changed. This city faces many problems that shouldn't even exist. This is why I'm announcing my candidacy for Myrtle Beach City Council. And with that, I'm going to make this promise, that one power-stricken leader will not be replaced by me. To those that are worried, now is the time for change. The time is now for building, and the time is now for restoring the power and the voice to the residents of the city. To those businesses that are struggling, whether it's making ends meet, bringing in customers, or creating a good staff, whatever your problems may be, I pledge to give my best efforts towards helping you. I will listen and I will act on your needs. This council must support all businesses on the north side and on the south side. To those who seek to wreak havoc on our city in a criminal manner, I will not stand for it. We will grow our police force, become more proactive on drugs and prostitution, and we will pass laws that will hinder these sorts of criminal actions. And as I just mentioned, we have to start growing our police force. The city just began a brand new budget year, and we only approved 5 new cops. But the council did, however, give $30 million to the Myrtle Beach Chamber of Commerce. We have the ability to hire police officers, give our current officers raises, and expand our capabilities that we have. But the city isn't doing it, and I don't understand why. If you are looking for a councilman who has his eyes on filling his own pockets, I'm not your candidate. I don't stand for this sort of greed, for this does nothing but abuse the citizens. And I call for an ethical report unto all the money that has been given to you by the council. However, with this being said, the chamber will spend lots of money on making sure their incumbents stay in office. And I believe that that's unethical, and the chamber is a business promotion group and not a political group. To those living in the forgotten areas of this city, I stand with you. I promise nourishment and prosperity. I believe we should encourage more mid-sized manufacturing opportunities in our manufacturing area along the airport over here. And this should be encouraging this. And to our city's youth, I know where you stand. It wasn't all that long ago I graduated from Myrtle Beach High School. I know the struggle and the pressure you're under. I will try my hardest to work with schools and create careers for you early, not jobs that just last forever. I'm talking about a career, something with benefits that you'll have in your future. And plenty of places are hiring, and we must start adding jobs in this city. And in my closing remarks, I want you to look at this scene. Yeah, there's nobody here right now, but this park is an area where you regularly see crime and drugs. People sleep under these shelters at night. This isn't an exquisite ballroom at the Grand Dunes with professional politicians. So you have to ask yourself, who do you think will make a difference and knows the struggles of the common residents in this city? Thank you for your time, and God bless this city.
Matthew, what do you think the top 2 or 3 concerns about Myrtle Beach are right now?
Well, I hear a lot of people talking about public safety and nothing but public safety, but we have to realize we have more than a crime issue here. Yes, we have crime, drugs, prostitution, all that, but we also have small businesses that are struggling. We have tourist numbers they say are growing, but I've talked to many small businesses and they say business is down. Yes, the economy is still decent, but it's not good. So we have to work on our public safety, our small businesses, and lastly, we have to start cleaning up this city. There are areas in this city that city doesn't have the ability to control. The county is, that's their area, that's their properties per se, but we have to start working, and that's where a lot of our problems, I believe, are coming from, is from areas that aren't in this city. They're just bringing their problems in.
Do you think the problems we're having right now because of people in office or because of the systems that are currently in place?
Our council, I believe they have good intentions. I've spoken to Randall Wallace, and I know Wayne Gray. He used, actually, believe it or not, he was my Pee Wee baseball coach, and I think they have good intentions, but they have just not been acting on them. There's time for some change. The council, or the chamber, is supposed to be affordable to small businesses. I've talked to many small businesses this past week. Many of them, actually all of them I've talked to, said they're not in the chamber because it costs too much money and everything else that you want to add on that, the email blast or the advertising of any sorts, costs even more money each month. So we do have systems in place, and I don't know why we're giving so much money to the chamber in return, and stuff's just got to change here.
What can you promise the Myrtle Beach city residents if you're elected? What are 2 or 3 things that you want to see happen right away?
Right away, let's take care of these criminal issues such as drugs. Let's start with drugs. This park I'm in, a lot of people don't come down here because they're scared to come here because drugs or homeless people, whatever you want to call it. But we got a real issue here. Our drugs, per se, are somewhat feeding our homeless issue because we allow this thing to just keep going on and on. So those are 2 things that I hope work in with each other. If we take care of the drug issue, we might take care of our homeless issue. Secondly, I'm going to work with these small businesses. These small businesses, many of them are struggling, especially over here on the south end. Many of them think that they don't get any attention from the city council. And the third thing is, I'm going to have to find some information on this eminent domain. I believe it was done incorrectly. The city, yes, a library would be good, but do we really, at this point in time, do we need to spend our money on a new library when we have other issues such as the police that need more attention and money spent?